Afternoon, and let's start today. So I think that very few students have joined, so students are not joining on time. So next time, take care that you are going to join on time. So in previous class, we people have talked about pronunciation. So let's continue. I think that we have done with this chart. Am I right? We have finished everything on this chart. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Good. So next people will continue. After if you are able to read all those things, then you people will be able to just read dictionary entries also. So what happens that in dictionary pronunciation is given, and when pronunciation is given, this pronunciation is in these letters. You'll come to know that sometimes if any letter is there, its pronunciation will be given in such kind of uh, pronunciation words. So therefore you people just try to read such, and if you do not able to read, you just try to, once again I will read it. This is long e, this is short e, this is short u, this is long u, then this is a, o, a, a, o, ear, a, ur, oi, o, a, I, ow, p, b, t, d, ch, j, k, g, f, v, th, d, s, z, sh, j, m, n, n, h, l, r, v, y. So these are sounds that you people have to be familiar. That 44 sounds in English. You people just try to understand. After this, we people will try to discuss again that already I think that we have discussed, but on next slide again you will come to know that there are 26 alphabets, 26 letters in English language, but they produce how many sounds? They produce 44 sounds. Have you done this or not? Let me know. Do you remember anything? Have you finished this in previous class? Someone reply. Have you done it in previous class or no?
No, sir.
Okay. So there are 26 letters and they produce 44 sounds. So what happens that one letter having more sounds, maybe more than one or two also sometimes. So let's try to understand. This is now letter A. This is letter A. This is not sound. Okay. Try to understand. This is letter A, and we'll try to understand that letter A is again having here different sounds. So what is here now? Name. So which sound people are getting here? It is A. Okay. So now we are getting A sound. But is it all time wherever A is there, it is A? No, it will not be. Then now here now we are have another word. Now this is we have A. After we call it A sound. Now what sound it is? Try to tell me. What is it? Which sound you are getting from A letter?
How?
Yes, it is aw. We call it hall. There is aw sound. Now here again we have letter A. So which sound you are getting here? Mute. Don't mute yourself. You have people have to reply. So that otherwise you people are going to
Man.
yes.
Man.
This is a in man. Now again we people have A here. So which sound you are getting here? Rare. A sound. Then again you people have A here. So it is alert. So again you people are getting weak here. So letter A, though it is coming in different letters, but sounds are not same at all times. They are different. Okay. So again we'll try to understand with this now. Here you people will get OW as ow sound, as in here cow. So which sound we got? We got
Ow.
ow sound. Again we have wow. Again ow sound you get. So does it mean ow is ow sound? No. So if you read this, how you'll read it?
Row.
It's row. It is not raw. It is not ow sound here like cow or wow. It is
O
row.
sound.
Yes. And here it is. I will read it.
O.
Bow. It is the bow. Again, O sound is here. This is now
O sound.
O sound. But now here you people are getting OW as O sound bow, or it was row. OW you are getting O, but now it is not OW. Now it is OE. Even then, which sound you are getting? O.
O.
O sound you are getting. So it is not OE or OW that making O sound. Which sound you are getting here now? So
O.
O sound. Here also you are getting. So only O can be also O sound. So it is not that O sound means you are getting O sound. So what you will call it?
Two.
Two. Now O is having O sound also.
O sound.
Yes. Now again you people have O.
Go.
Go.
O sound.
Yes. O sound. Again you people have double O. This is
Two.
two sound. So double O does not mean O sound here. Now you people have
Two.
WO. So again, when we people have WO, it is having O sound two, or again the people are getting double O here, and that is O sound. So you'll find that there are so many variations in English in case of spelling as well as pronunciation. So therefore, it is very important that we people have to understand that how normally we should not go with words and their pronunciations, or spellings and their pronunciations. So if I would like to read some words, if I write here like this. So what are these two words?
Nature and future.
Nature and future. So you'll come to know they're like similar, somewhat similar, but see how usually we people try to read it. We call it nature. Is it nature? Shall we pronounce it future, nature?
No.
No, it will not be like this. So we cannot go like this. So we people have to understand this nature. So if you ask me why it is why should we call it nature? So I don't have answer for this. Why we have to call it nature, or why should we call it future? I don't have answer why it is called future. But because the people, we are following someone else. I followed my teachers, you following your teachers, and it has come to us from the convention. So this is the way native people call nature, so we are calling nature. So native people are calling future, so we are calling future. Okay, so this way people have to understand that English words pronunciation and spelling, there's a lot of variation and we need to understand it. Again, there is another problem that there are some silent letters in English words. Okay, so we people will have to consider silent letters also when we people try to read any English words. So that time we'll just consider it. So how should we read it?
Over.
R,
Yes, it's R. And which letter is silent here?
H
Yes.
letter.
Yes, this is silent here. So how do you read this?
Palm.
Which letter
Yell
is?
silent letter.
Yes, L silent letter. So this way we people just try to read it. Then what is silent here? How do we
Listen.
pronounce it?
T silent.
T silent.
Okay, so this is T silent here. We call it listen, not listen. Then here
Doubt.
Doubt.
D
B
silent.
silent.
is B silent. Okay, here
Comb.
which silent letter?
M,
B silent.
Yes, here it is B silent. You people have to say comb, not comb.
Comb.
Yes, it is comb.
Knowledge. K silent.
Only K silent.
D silent also.
D silent also. So we call it knowledge. So this way you people have to understand that this pronunciation is. Now all you people know that these are the silent letters, and so you people know it and you people pronounce it. So now imagine there is a new learner and who has not read or heard this knowledge word before, and he is going to read this knowledge. How will he read? How will he read? First time he's trying to read this word. Earlier he has not listened to anybody, or earlier he has not read that word also. So he's going to read something like this: knowledge. Okay, because you don't know that K is silent, D is knowledge, or something like this, or like knife and all other words. Okay, or I have seen that so many students are there, even that when I heard when they were learning engineering, at engineering, if it is at school level it will be okay, but they were calling it cooled. What is this word?
Could.
This is good, but some students are there because it is not their fault, because they don't know that there is silent letters in the world and how to pronounce them. So they may be calling it pulled, and there is no fault at all because they are not heard it, they are not listened it. And we may think that code is very simple, and we can easily pronounce this code, but there are so many words in English that we don't know right now also, and there are some letters which are silent in English, so we people need to understand that also. Or there is another word, psychology also. So how normally psychology, if it is pronouncing psychology, how is it written? Will tell me spelling. It begins with what? Psychology.
P,
It begins with P.
P S P S Y C H O L O G Y.
And again here some students call it P psychology. There is another word like pseudo.
P, S, U.
So it is pseudo, but there is P, where is like pneumonia, and so many words are here. We cannot enlist all here. These words, their actually spelling is totally different, and their pronunciation is also totally different. So if I ask you, people have to write down the spelling of Q. So tell me spelling of Q, which means Qatar, rank, line. Spelling of Q, is it only Q? That Q? No, I'm not asking this Q. Q. You don't know Q? Do you know this? Do you know this word or not? Q.
No, sir.
You don't know Q? Q,
No,
line,
sir.
Q. Okay, do you know bouquet?
Yes, sir.
How do we
Yes,
write?
sir.
How do we write? How should I write?
BWK.
So what is this? This is bouquet simply. But I don't know that this is bouquet, and if I'm going to read it, how am I going to read it? I'm calling it bouquet. Okay. So to avoid these problems, we people have to understand that in English, that pronunciation, we have to know it simply. How to pronounce this word, we people have to check. And I think that I have told you, either you people have to listen to those people who can speak well or their pronunciation is clear, or another way that you people can follow this is dictionary, that you people have to follow to the dictionary. This way you people can just follow, and you people have to improve your pronunciation. Take care. Maybe right now your main concern is to learn English speaking, but once you are confident enough that you can speak English, then you people have to work on your pronunciation also. So from right now, I'm expecting that you should work on your pronunciation. So with this, we people will go to the next slide and we'll try to see some of the words are here and their pronunciation is. So tell me, what is this word and how will you pronounce it?
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
Is it pronunciation, pronunciation, or pronunciation? How you are going to rate it? And for your help, I have given this. You people can take help of this. So how will you read it? How will you pronounce it?
Pronunciation.
Yes, it's pronunciation. Again, I repeat, it's pronunciation. Nobody should call it pronunciation. I have seen many students, teachers also, even some, they call it pronunciation. It is not pronoun. There is no any pronoun here. It is pro. It is o. So people tend to call it pro. It is not pro. It is pro. Then this is none, N-U-N, none. Then you people can, are you able to read it? Because I think that you should be able to read it. If you are clear with this, if you are clear with this chart, then you people should be in position to read this, because in dictionary you'll find pronunciation given in this way. So you people have to understand this is pronunciation. So pronunciation, how you pronounce it? It is pronunciation and not pronunciation. Then how will read it? How will pronounce it? Is it says or says?
Says.
It says. Will come to know. So a says. Okay. Now you people have to answer me. How you are going to pronounce this? What is this?
Often.
It is often. So which letter is silent?
T.
T is silent. Okay. So this is what we people know. It is often. Again, remember, for, while pronouncing for, you people have to touch your lower lip to reply me. You have to touch your lower lip to what? You have to touch your lower lip to upper teeth, not upper lip. So this way you can pronounce often. But instead of this, if I pronounce it often, is it right? If I say often,
No, sir.
No.
so I think that this is also right. You can pronounce it often and you can say often also. So there are variations, and you'll come to know that often that we people have studied. This is right because we people are mostly we are following British English, but in American English you'll come to know that people call it often. If you check into dictionary, online dictionaries also, you'll come to know that you can pronounce it often also, and both are right. You cannot say often is correct and often is wrong. You can say often, you can say often also. Why it is correct? Because one is British, one is American pronunciation. Okay. So often is also right. Like another word I would like to give you. So what is this? How will read it?
Education.
It's education. So this is what we people have studied, and we know all people say it education. But you'll come to know there are some speakers, they call it education. And that's right.
Yes, sir.
You can call it education also. Why? Because this is American
Accents.
accent, yes. This is American pronunciation. You can call it education also. Educationist also. Okay? So try to understand this also. Then next we people have this,
Etc.
it is etc. So whenever you people try to write something and then at the end you cannot write all the list. So what do you do in short? You people write down etc.
etc.
Yes. And what is this etc? Etc is nothing but etc. So how we are going to pronounce it?
Etc.
Yes, it is etc. Again, remember, if there is e, you are going to call it etc. It is not etc., but it is e sound is there. Etc. How you are going to call it? Etc. Again, not a. There is not a. There is a. Weak a is here. So you are going to call it etc. How it will be? Etc. Okay. So this is its correct pronunciation that you people try to know. I'm saying try to know while using, while speaking. Maybe you are, if you are calling etc., that will be okay, there is no much difference. But when you people be at higher level, you may be working as a manager, you are going to have communication with people who are maybe from abroad, national, international level. You people are going to have communication in the future. Imagine your future after maybe 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, where you will be. You're going to have a lot of maybe experience them, and you're working also, and so many clients and customers and people, and so many connections you people are going to have later on. And at that time, you people have to think of those points. So they're important. It is part of your professional life. So don't think that what happens if I call it etc., or if I call it etc., or what. So what is going to happen? But at later stage, it is important for you, and why not from this point we should try to work on it. Maybe some of you are going to work abroad also, so that time it is going to help a lot. Okay, with this now we are going to move towards the next word, and next word for us is, what is this? You people will tell me.
Women.
Women. Women.
It's women, but usually I come to know many people, they call it woman, and they call it this o, they call it this may, and then woman. It is not woman. The people have to pronounce it women. It is women. If you check, I think that all of you have smartphones in your hands, so you get these kind of dictionaries there, and immediately you can check, you'll get responses also that it is women. It is not woman or something singular. It could be woman. It is plural, so it is women. Okay. Then next, what is this?
Police. Police.
It is police. You'll try to read this. Not
Police.
is it police? It's police. What is it? It's police. Okay. It's police, like pollution. When you call it, it is not pollution. Don't call it po. It is not po. It's po. Here also, don't call it police. It is not po. It's po. It's police. Okay. We'll try to understand. In case of this poem, you'll come to know that this is called as poem. Poem. It's im, not m. Poem, not m. It is im. Poem. Okay. You people tell me how we should pronounce this. What is it?
Iron.
It's iron. It's iron. Okay. Should we pronounce r here?
No, sir.
You should not pronounce r. So in case of r, you people have to remember that when R sound, if it is preceded by vowel sound, it is not pronounced, and if it is preceded by consonant sound, it is pronounced. So let's see example. One word, that is great, and another word people will take, that will be uh, let's take mother. So in this case, you people work focus on R sound. Okay. So here before R, what is sound? Which sound is there? In first word, there is G sound. Okay. So you people tell me, G is consonant or vowel? What is G?
Consonant.
Yes, it is consonant. So if the R sound and before R there is consonant sound like this, you people have to pronounce R clearly, like great. So here we are having clear sound of R, great. Okay. Now in this case, you people work on, focus on this R sound, and now tell me before R there is E. So what is this, vowel or consonant?
Vowel.
It is vowel sound. So here we are not pronouncing it clearly. Here you are going to call it mother. So how it is pronounced? It is mother, not r, not mother. Okay. Or another example, if I give you, like it can be father, it can be sister, it can be brother. So at the end, if any letter is there before r, if there is vowel sound, it is not pronounced. So before r, if there is consonant sound, it is pronounced clearly, and you can check it approach also. So here also you people can try, before r there is which sound, vowel or consonant?
Vowel.
So there is no r sound, you can pronounce it in. Then let's go to the next word and tell me its pronunciation.
Coupon.
Coupon.
It's coupon. What is it? It's coupon. There is O sound here. Coupon. Okay, we'll come to know. Uh, Usually we call it coupon, but it is not coupon. It is coupon. Then next, what is this? I will pronounce it. I will tell you. It is vehicle. You people correct me. I will call it vehicle. So what is it?
Vehicle.
Okay, it's vehicle. What is it? It's
It.
long E. This is long E. It is vehicle. You should not call it vehicle. It is vehicle. Okay. I hope that you will understand, and you people will check it. You people have to improve it. You people have to always refer to the dictionaries. And right now, we people are checking of isolated individual words, and afterwards, you people are going to use sentences, paragraphs, and so many bunch of words will be there. So how you are going to check the pronunciation of all those? So from right now, you people can just check the pronunciation. Always check. I will suggest always check the pronunciation into dictionaries and then try to pronounce the words exactly in the same way. So what other people say, you don't care. Whether other people are saying or the, police, you don't pay attention to them. If they are calling police, let them call, but you should pronounce it police. You should call it women. You should call it iron. You should call it vehicle. You should not call vehicle, because until now you don't know that this is uh, not a vehicle and you're calling it vehicle. That's okay, but right now you come to know that pronunciations are different, and we should try to perfect. I should not call it we should be perfect, but there should be some growth, progress in our English also, in our English communication also, in pronunciation also. So if now you come to know this is a vehicle, you should call it a vehicle. You should not call it vehicle. And henceforth, you'll take care that you'll check pronunciations of the words into dictionaries, and accordingly people will pronounce them. Okay, with this now people will go to the next, and here also we people have some of the words, we'll try to understand their pronunciation. So people tell me, what is this? How should I rate it?
Genre.
Yes, it will be pronounced as genre. Okay, try to understand spelling. If I say the spelling, I may call it genre, genre, or something like this. But it is jaw. Okay, it's genre. Okay, try to understand. This is genre. So what is genre? Usually it is associated with music, movies, or some kind of videos of a particular category. That is one particular genre. I think that if you are using opening a music player, it will come to know genre is there. Okay. Then next, what is this?
comment,
Yes, it is not comment. Many people call it comment or comment. It is not comment or comment. It is comment. Okay, it is co. Or sound is there. It is comment. Then next, what is this? What is this?
sweet,
It's sweet. How will you pronounce it?
sweet,
Yes, it's sweet. And maybe probably you are going to think it as a suit. Okay, but in fact it is not suit, it is sweet. And meaning of sweet you can change. There are 2 3 different meanings, but one of the meanings like this, that there are a set of furnished rooms, polished rooms, ready rooms, that is called sweet. Okay, then next, what is this?
restaurant,
Yes, it is not restaurant. We should not call it restaurant. It's restaurant. Okay, it's restaurant. There is os now. Okay, restaurant. Then what is this? Pronounce this word.
breakfast,
Breakfast. Okay, so is it fast? It is not fast at all. You people have to pronounce it. Breakfast. It is first. Breakfast, not breakfast. And if you check online, you will get something like this: breakfast, not breakfast. Okay, so a slight variation, changes are there, and they might be minor, but if you learn them, you can create a magic. You can create wonders in your English and with your pronunciations. So try to learn again. Always, frequently, I'm telling that I think that you people should also speak well English. I also feel that you people also try to speak correct English. I feel that you should improve your pronunciation. So if you give time, it is not that you people have to spend a lot of time on these things. Maybe if you're looking meaning, that time you simultaneously you try to check. Or if you are just tired of studies, suppose that you studied for 2 3 hours, and then now you are not feeling to study more, that time you can check something like this. Or just have other ways, dictionaries and listening. Listen, I think that I have told you to visit that English speeches. If not, you can do it today. So on YouTube, you people try to search this English speeches, and if you search, you'll get a lot of videos there. And you have to check the videos of Indian speakers, Indian accents. So there are a lot of celebrities like Amir Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, and Priyanka Chopra and Aishwarya Rai, and all celebrities are there, and their English speeches have been given there. You people just try to listen it, so that you people can listen better English. Okay, uh, and there are subtitles also, but don't read subtitles, rather than pay attention to listening. And if you keep listening, you just try to understand, and if there is difficulty for understanding, in that case you just pay attention to the subtitles, but don't read only subtitles. Okay, so you people will do this activity daily. You listen one speech. There are so many speeches, you can listen one speech every day. With this, now we'll come to the next, and you people just tell me what is this? How you pronounce it?
dessert,
Yes, you're right. It's dessert. And what is meaning of dessert?
Sweet dishes.
Yes, it is sweet dish after lunch or dinner or after meal. Usually, after you finished your meal, then there is usually something sweet is eaten, and that sweet dish is called dessert. Desert is different. Try to understand. Desert that having sand all over, desert of Rajasthan. This desert is different. Okay, this is desert. The next one. How will call it? What will call it?
Bowl.
Yes, I think that's actually you're getting it exactly. It's bowl. Okay, you have to pronounce it bowl, not bowl. Okay, many people call it bowl. It is not bowl. It's bowl. Okay, bowl. The O sound you'll get. It's bowl. Then next, what is this?
Receipt.
It's receipt. This is long E. This E is short. This E is long. And which letter is silent here? O is silent. So we'll call it receipt. Okay? We'll call it receipt. And last word here is this. What is this?
Debt.
Yes, you're right. It's a debt. Okay? And many people call it debt. It is not debt at all, it's debt. And if you don't know meaning of those words, you people try to check it into dictionaries. Okay, debt means some loan that you people have taken that will be considered as debt. Okay, so that's all about pronunciation. I hope that I tried you people to make a little bit uh, clear about pronunciation. If you understand it, you just try to improve it. And if there is still any questions, query, or difficulty, you people may ask. So, is there any question, problem, difficulty? If is there, then you just ask me. If no, then just reply.
No, sir.
Okay, so from all students, I would like to ask because only few, I think 3, 4, 5 students are here who are active and they're paying attention, they're replying also. What about other people? So I can ask randomly. So roll number 13, Rutuja, is it
Sir,
audible? So is there any difficulty? Have you understood?
yes, sir.
So let me know roll number 17, Vijay.
Yes, sir.
So any difficulty, Vijay?
No, sir.
And let me ask Suresh, 23. Is it audible, Suresh? 23. I think that you have just joined or you're not paying attention at all because it is not audible to you right now. So let me ask Snehal, 33, roll number 33.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Then let me know Anjali, 43. Roll number 43, Anjali. Is it audible to you? I think you people are not replying. There are some students who are just joining, but they're not paying attention at all. So let me know Pancharatna, roll number 44.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let it be. Then let me know Sujal, roll number 50. Amrut, 64. Okay. Is there any difficulty? Okay, all right. Randomly, we people can check, and if people have to be attentive. Otherwise, see, I may just mark you people absent those who people are not replying to this. After this, we people are going to see the next point in our syllabus, and that is intonation. So again, this is part of our oral communication. Try to understand this pronunciation, intonation. This is part of our oral communication. There is no any written communication with pronunciation and intonation. So what is intonation? In short, you can also call it tone also. So So tone means intonation. So what happens, or what is this? Try to understand. In phonetics, so what is phonetics? Phonetics is nothing but the sounds of words, that is called phonetics, or like this pronunciation. The melodic pattern of an utterance. Melodic pattern. So it is a kind of different tone that we people create, and it is melodic. Melodic, which is a sweet sound, or we can call it which creates a different rhythm, that is melodic. So this is intonation is nothing but melodic pattern of an utterance, that is pronunciation. So intonation is primarily a matter of variation in the pitch level of the voice. So try to understand what is variation in the pitch level of the voice. So all of us, we people have voice, okay? So when we speak, is it at same velocity, intensity I will call it? Is it same voice all the time? It is not same voice all the time. Sometimes what happens that we increase voice, we decrease voice. So what happens that there is change, there is variation in our pitch level of the voice. Pitch level of the voice, that is the voice that we produce, there is difference. Sometimes we increase, sometimes we decrease. So this is intonation. And what is the use of this intonation in communication or in oral communication, I will say? So what happens because of this intonation? You can attract the attention of the people. So right now, if you are a speaker, if you are giving a speech, so what you can do, you can just increase your volume, your voice, so that people will just pay attention towards your speech. Or sometimes you can decrease your volume, so that again people may just pay attention to your voice, and based on this the different feelings or meanings can be conveyed. So whatever you are going to say, it can be conveyed in a different ways. Or here you will just get to know intonation conveys differences of expressive meaning. So differences of expressive meaning is different feelings you can convey. Feelings like surprise, anger, wariness. So these are the things that you can convey to your listeners with the help of your voice, by using it in tone, by using it in different tones. Okay, usually rising tone, falling tone, or rise fall tone. So intonation serves a grammatical function distinguishing one type of phrase or sentence from another. So what you are doing, what you are just using it, you are using it as a function. So what kind of function you are using? For what you are using? Distinguishing. Distinguishing, making a difference. So what kind of difference you are making? One type of phrase or sentence from another. So you are not using the same kind of voice for all your speech. Whatever you speak, you are not going to use the same kind of tone for your entire speech. So if you think, if there is same tone, what is going to happen? If there is one tone, only same tone all the time, then what happens? What will happen? Or nothing will happen?
Feelings are not expressed.
Yes, feelings are not expressed. That will be one important point. They will become monotonous. What is monotonous? I think that perhaps you might have felt this, because you people are, most of the times you people are in the listener's role. And when you people listen, there are different, all people do not realize that they have to use intonation in their speech. So what they do generally, they use only one tone, and that creates monotonous. So what is meaning of monotonous?
Single tone.
Yes, a single tone. And it is, in simple words, it is boring at all. If the speaker, if he or she is speaking in one voice only, in one tone only, for maybe 1 hour, then it is going to become bore. If there are no ups and downs, if there are no different tones are used, then it is going to become bore, in simple words. So therefore, you people try to understand, or you might have experienced that there are some speakers who usually speak in the same tone and it creates monotony and you do not feel that you should listen them. Okay, so this may happen. So therefore you people have to use it. So take care that when you people will be in speaker's role, so that time you people will use different tones of your voice and you're not going to speak in only one tone. It should not be monotonous, it should not be boring. So now here you people will get one example and will read it. You people have to read it in different tones. So you can read it in this rising tone and falling tone, which will maybe not always feelings, but it can be different meaning. So read this example.
Your name is John.
Your name is John. Okay, all right. Now I will read it and you people will tell me difference. And this difference can be in rising tone and in falling tone. So when it will be rising tone, it will be different, and when it will be falling tone, it will be different. So I will say your name is John. So when I say your name is John, you're going to get this as just statement that you're telling someone, or you're just saying that this is one person and his name is John, because this is one plane, or this is, I will say, rising tone. Your name is John. So right now you just saturate, that is also that falling tone, and that was statement. If now same, if I am going to ask like this, your name is John. So do you get the same meaning here now?
No, sir.
What meaning you get here now?
Question. Asking question.
Yes, asking question. Right now here, you are asking that person, is your name John? But it is not in that question format. Here you just change the tone of voice and it has become question. Your name is John, so different tone. And your name is John. So you are just telling that your name is John, and here you are asking your name is John. So that difference we people can feel. Or here I would like to give one more example like this. If one sentence is here, in written, you will get only one meaning. In this written format, you are going to get only one meaning. But if you are going to focus on each word every time, you are going to get different meaning. So if you focus on this, you will get different meaning. Different shades of meaning, in fact, are there. Okay, so you can say, you ate all the chocolates in this jar. So when I say you, when you is having the focus, so that time it indicates that it is a question, and it says, have you eaten all the chocolates in this jar? When I say you ate all chocolates in the jar, so if I change tone on this word now, again it will be different. You ate all chocolates in this jar? Ate? Khalis? Or if I change now on this, you ate all the chocolates in this jar? So now this is question. Sugri khalis? Or now if I change this, then you will get different meaning. You will, you ate all chocolates in this jar? The chocolates khalis? If you change this focus here, you ate all chocolates in this jar? Jar madli khalis? So like this. So you can just change these sentence into different tones to get different meanings, different shades of meaning with the help of the tone of your voice. Okay, so I think that now time is up. We people will discuss remaining part, that is stress and rhythm. We people will discuss it in next class. So far, whatever we have done, if you have difficulties for understanding, you people ask me. If it is not possible to ask in the class, you can ask me individually also. After class also you can ask. I think that contact numbers are shared with you, or email IDs and details, everything is with you. Whenever you feel that there are difficulties, you people try to contact me, ask me whatever your questions are there. Don't keep questions in your mind, let it come it out and ask me questions also. So for today's class, let me know if roll number 9, are you there? And roll number 26,
Yes, sir.
29, 32, 40,
Sir, 32 present, sir.
32 is there, okay.
Sir, 06 present.
06 you are present, I'm not asking you. 40, then 48,
Present, sir.
and 53, 59. Okay, all right. So absent numbers are 9, then 29, 40, 53, 59. Okay, all right. So we are going to stop here today. Thank you for joining this class, and keep learning. Important is keep learning, keep finding, always be curious.
Hello,
Ask a question.
sir.
Ah, yes.
63 present, sir.
63 you're present. I'm not mentioning your number into absent. I would announce 2 times absent numbers, that roll number 9, roll number 29, roll number 40, then roll number 59. These are only absent numbers. Okay, so be
Okay,
curious,
sir.
be optimistic, ask the questions and learn, find, search. These days you people have Google, YouTube in your hand. Don't waste your time to just watching some comedy videos or something like this, or using social media, but use it for constructive purpose. That will help you, that will help your future, for your career. So such things you just always keep learning. So should I end this meeting from my side?
Yes, sir.